Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this ROCCO 2023 Innovators sections. My name is Mauro Mele. I'm the Director of Clearing Services here at Comfone, and today I will have the pleasure to introduce you to a feature that we have developed for our financial clearing services. And I believe personally that this feature may resolve one of the oldest issues in the area of financial clearing of the roaming business. When talking about settlement and payments of roaming invoices, I think we are all familiar with the concept of payment cycle. Yes, most probably it's like that. In case you've been long enough in the roaming business, you might remember that this concept was initially introduced by financial clearing agents quite a number of years ago. And I'm also confident that you already realize the impacts this practice is causing to PM's cash flow. Just to make a simple analogy to better visualize this, it would be like your bank would only allow you to withdraw cash from ATM machines only on a specific day. Quite unacceptable. Considering the roaming industry as our marketplace, then I would say that what was missing is the possibility for PMs to directly control the settlement and payment process. In a nutshell, this is something pretty much like e-banking services. And this is exactly what I've tried to implement for our financial clearing customers. So now, as any reasonable development should be based on real requirements, we started by defining them by means of user stories. And the most important user stories can be summarized as payment on demand. I want to decide which position to be settled and make the payment whenever I decide. This is quite the most important user story for the whole application. Of course, there are others which are also important, like real-time access to data, rather than security of who has the right to access to my financial data. Only, of course, the user that I have authorized. Approval of payments is also a very important topic, where the understanding is that the application should adapt to the internal process of the PMNs and not vice versa. Automation is a given these days, so the automatic selection of the position I want to settle should be done with one click by predefining a specific selection criteria. We also have transparency. In this scenario means direct access to statement of account without the need to use an e-banking application. Everything should be integrated in the financial clearing app. And last but not the least, auditability. So I want to monitor the execution of each payment throughout the whole process flow. The result of all this development was an online application that supports very well all those requirements. And now allow me to show you this solution by going through the basic workflows that consist of 4 easy steps. The first step is the selection of the account payable and account receivables that the user wants to settle. This can be, of course, done manually, but much better automatically by predefining the selection criteria and then just going for one single click. The next step is the approval. So the application automatically generates an e-payment order, which then undergoes an online approval process. And this approval process can be adapted to the needs of the FC customer, up to 3 different electronic signatures that can be provided directly online. From this point on, the app runs by itself with no manual intervention. So step 3 is the execution. Once approved, the application breaks down the e-payment order into individual payments to the roaming partners and then automatically submits them to the bank. Step number 4 is the confirmation. Thanks to the interface with the bank that automatically monitors the status of each submitted ePayments order, the FC customer can transparently see when the execution of the order is completed. And that's it. So if we take a look to the business model, then actually the benefits of this solution for our financial client customers should be quite evident. As you can see here, I also mentioned in the last bullet point dog fooding, as this solution is also used internally here in Comfone to settle all account payables of Comfone Key2Roam hub, which is possibly the largest roaming hub on this planet in terms of connected PMNs and live roaming connections, so generating a lot of position to be settled. In terms of scalability, this solution is now basically used by all our financial client customers. It is fully integrated in our financial client services at no additional costs. In case you want to virtually meet the core design and development team, well, here you go. So these are the 3 gentlemen who made this to happen. Besides me, we have Bern, who took care of the back-end part of the application, and with whom I have the pleasure to work since quite a number of years. And then we have Florian, which is our master of Pulse, Comfone's online business portal, who was in charge of the front-end part of the ePayment application. But of course, as needless to say that I could leverage on the whole FC operational team and in general on all Comfone expertise during the different stages of this project. So let's briefly talk about technology. ePayments is a web-based application developed on Pulse, which is a Comfone online business portal. It is fully integrated in financial tracker. You see the icon of this general application there, and this is Comfone financial clearing flagship application. It is integrated with Swiss banks by using, of course, Swiss banking standards natively to exchange information interactively. And the application has all the business controls that we have designed for SOX compliancy directly embedded in the design. Finally, let's have a quick look to the roadmap that we define for ePayments development and rollout. As you can see, there's quite a number of milestones, but the most important one, I would say, were the internal trials. So the beta release of the version was internally tested. Again, we used the Key2Roam hub there, so an internal customer, so to say. But then we also went for an extensive external trial with an important European financial client customers of ours. Thanks to this external trial, we really got some important feedbacks in terms of usability that helped us to fine-tune the first release of the ePayments application, which then was rolled out to a first batch of 100 financial client customers. This took quite a while, as you can imagine. Any innovation normally has some resistance to be accepted, but I have to say that it went off quite well. And again, we could bet a lot of let's say feedbacks about usability, which were then implemented in the second release, and then the second release was used to complete the rollout, so that now all our financial clearing customers are trained on ePayments and are using it operationally. New release are of course planned in the future as soon as new requirements or user requests will materialize. Well, we are now coming to the end of this short introduction about our e-payment solution, which, in my opinion, can be considered as the first software as a service in the financial credit landscape. That's all for today. So thanks a lot for the time you spent with me, and see you soon. Goodbye.